Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today for your daily tarot reading. I ask you to pick the stone that draws you, the one that resonates with your gut, your intuition. You just know that's the one you should pick. And we'll begin. We'll do a golden nugget card at the end for further clarification. And I hope your day is going well. After this, it will. For those of you who chose this blue stone, we have the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Coins, the 5 of Coins. All right, so these are all minor arcana. I kind of think I know why I said that in the beginning, that your day will be better after this. Because, see, this 5 of Cups comes up when we are seeing regret or lack or loss, when we are really kind of focusing on disappointments, losses. It comes up usually to tell us that we don't need to be looking backwards. We don't need to be looking back because we have 2 cups ascending here. You know, this man, the mood is glum, you know, not okay. But really, if he looked up, he'd see the 2 cups with hopeful messages coming up. And the sky is sort of, it's stormy, it's dynamic, it's alive, you know? So really, it's about perspective. The 5 of Coins can be about perspective too. It's the perspective of lack. I lack. I don't have enough of what would keep me feeling secure, what would keep me secure, whether that's money, whether that's health, whether that's, well, any kind of tangible, you know, some dissatisfaction maybe about your home, worry about your car, worries about things like that. This is a sense of lack. Now this person is about to go into the church where it's warm and it's inviting and there's plenty. But she's not there yet. And so she's feeling pretty insecure, pretty worried. So this person's looking at the past and only focusing on the negative, feeling a little swallowed up by that. This person is looking into the present, but look at, she's looking out. She's not looking at the church. She's looking out like, oh goodness, you know, how can I get out of this? You know, where is my hope? These are transitory. The 5 and the 5. They are not stable. They are dynamic. They are changing. The 10 of Coins, that's the stable card for you. It's the generations card. It's the card of stability that you have earned, that you have built, that you have created for yourself and your family has perhaps. Maybe it's across generations. But that 10 of Coins is saying you do have stability in your life. You do have a certain amount of security. You may have a lot with the 10 coins. You just may have lost sight of that a little bit today. You may be so concerned about building security for the future, or how am I going to, you may be so, part of that could just be that the emotions, you're feeling a little low today, a little blue today. And sometimes we just do need to take good care of ourselves when we're feeling like that, so that we can have a fresh perspective. But this is really saying you have stability. You've created a lot of that for yourself. And not only that, but it's the generations card. So for those on the other side, family on the other side, they help you with that. So that is a lovely set of cards. Our days can change according to our perspectives. For those of you who chose this green stone, we have the Lover's card, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the 4 of Cups. Okay, so the Lover's card's your major arcana. That's nice. You've got this wonderful, sensual, energetic, fiery queen here, passionate queen here. That's a nice card. So you've got some really good, you might find yourself drawing looks today. You might find yourself being hit on today or admired today. Whether you're male or female, remember gender's interchangeable here. So you might find yourself feeling good about yourself, and that's conveyed, you know. That Queen of Wands, she knows what her purpose is. She knows what her goal is. The Lover's card, this can be something, if you're in a relationship now, this Lover's card is a nice card to pick. It may be a good time. Or there may be sometimes I feel like it comes up to denote something going on with that romantic relationship as well. Like, is there something that you haven't been so satisfied with? Are you feeling kind of fiery? Are you feeling kind of purposeful? Maybe you want to move ahead. You know where you're going. You're hanging on to your priority. If there have been messages you've received lately that haven't been great, I would say the Queen of Wands does not let that bother her. She's going to keep moving forward. She knows where she's going. The Four of Cups, there is a message coming in, though, too, from Spirit that is lovely, that you may not be seeing because you just, maybe you've had some negative thoughts or some negative emotions, some disappointments, like I said. It's not that you don't have sources of emotional fulfillment in your life. You're just not so satisfied with them lately, maybe. But so Source is bringing in a message with that Ace of Cups, that it's soothing you or encouraging you or filling you with hopefulness. The Lover's card can also be that supernatural love that just really can energize you, can strengthen you, can make you feel loved. So that Ace of Cups, well, I don't say that's the Ace of Cups, but essentially it is. You know, it's like the Ace of Cups card. That message can be from a very loving divine as well. Well, no matter what's going on in your life, you certainly have the maturity here. You have the force. You have the purpose. You know what you're doing. You know where you're going, and you will keep moving forward with some fire, with some purpose, and maybe enjoying yourself along the way, and maybe sensual pleasures. So, lovely cards, really good cards. Good cards. If any dissatisfactions you've had lately, they look to be just not very consequential, thank goodness. And maybe it's your emotions that need a little bit of nurture to change your perspective. For those of you who chose the pink stone, we have, the High Priestess, the Nine of Coins, the Page of Swords. So the High Priestess is all about intuition, knowing, that deeper knowing, understanding the ambiguous, having a gut feeling and knowing what people are communicating, even if they're not exactly saying that. Knowing what you can expect, even though people would have trouble understanding how you know it. Maybe you'd have trouble putting into words, but you just know. You know, that High Priestess, she is an oracle. She is able to understand so much more than we can get from our five senses. Her sixth sense is very well developed. So you really may have well-developed intuition today. You may be getting some very important messages. Look at this. The key to the book. See, in the Rider-Waite, she handles some scriptures. She holds some scriptures, some ancient scriptures. This is also meaning she can understand religious material. She can understand philosophy. She can bring a spiritual dynamic to the words and see it in the way that it was intended. See it in the way Source wants her to see it today. She can do that. And she does not hesitate to do that. May not agree with everybody else's interpretation of this or that, but she is getting the more spiritually minded. She's hearing from her sixth sense. So she's getting that, and she's able to unlock the power of spirituality that way. The Nine of Coins really does go quite well with the High Priestess, because this is a self-made woman. Could be the self-made man. You know, she's built up some financial security, some pleasure, some rewarding aspects to her environment. She maybe has some luxuries. She's able to enjoy those. She's sitting pretty. So whatever that may be. So often we don't feel like we have a lot of luxuries in life because we're thinking of luxuries as, you know, a brand new car or a very fancy house. But there are many luxuries to enjoy in life that, you know, maybe we take for granted. 200 years ago wouldn't have been taken for granted, you know, would have been quite extraordinary. But this is enjoying where you are, being able to enjoy where you are, being glad for that, giving yourself some credit too for that. The Page of Swords is a new plan or saying something. I don't know if this is you or somebody else in your life, but this can mean, see, I can't say that you have to worry about saying something impulsive today because you get this High Priestess. She would be more apt to say what is just most meaningful right now, what's dead on, you know, what's absolutely right on, or nothing at all, you know. So I can't think this means that you may be talking off the top of your head a little bit. Somebody in your environment could be, but see, now the High Priestess would understand what that person isn't saying. The High Priestess would get it, would just understand where that person is really coming from. You know, she's not going to work hard to, oh, I don't know, neutralize that or nurture. I mean, that would be more the Queen of Cups. But she would know what was really going on there and be much better able to not take it personally. She wouldn't take it personally because she would see deeper. And it's about this person. So I think you are to enjoy some luxuries today. I think you are to trust your intuition today. It is good. Very lovely, lovely cards. Okay, for those of you who'd like a little further clarification and my golden nugget, do you think I can find it? So I'm using this beautiful stone instead. That's very close. We have the Six of Swords. Okay, so the further clarification is, if you've been through some difficult things lately, or in your lifetime, or you've had some difficult thoughts, difficult lessons, difficult things you've been grappling with intellectually, mentally, you know, the Six of Swords is saying, okay, but you are slowly moving into calmer waters. You are, and grappling with maybe some difficult truths actually serves you. See, stress and trouble comes into everybody's life. Everybody's. Some people can benefit from it in the long run. It might cost them in the short term, but they can transform it into a greater understanding of themselves, of others, of life, of spirituality. And they actually are ready then for a better future. They're ready to go into calmer, that their waters are made calmer as a result of the wisdom they're gathering. And they're heading to more hospitable shores, a better future. So that's what this is about. Also, not alone, right? These are not solitary figures. Sometimes it even feels like this could be like a guide or an angel, right? I'll carry the load. Let's bring you into the calmer waters. So it's a beautiful card. I've always thought that. Well, I thank you all so much. I hope you have a terrific day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.